Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie, and today I thought we'd have a little fun designing a pair of earrings. Today I'm using the Time Traveler Companion Bundle by Bargain Bead Box. Just having a little fun with the components. So the items you're going to need are, for each earring, are 3 head pins, your little earring dangle. I've got some little purple crystal beads here. I've got a light purple crystal bead here, which is gorgeous. I've got some dangles from the collection and some bead caps. And then I brought my own ear wire because they didn't include any ear wires in the companion bundle, which is fine. I got plenty. Okay, so you're going to need some flat nose pliers, some round nose pliers, and your wire cutters. So this is an easy project. It's pretty quick. But I just thought I'd show you the basics of dangle earrings. So I'm going to put this one here. And it's going to be kind of low, so I'm going to move it up here. Okay, and so I'm going to start with the center dangle. Now, of course, judging from this, I've already laid it out. So I'm going to take my head pin. I'm going to run it up through the bottom. Now, you can use any beads you want, any kind of dangles, any kind of bottom pieces, just whatever you have. This is just a basic tutorial on how to assemble some dangle earrings. So I'm going to put the bead cap on next. Then I'm going to put the crystal on, and look how that bead cap wraps around that crystal. It's just super gorgeous. I love that. Okay, then I'm going to add this. Okay, so next, I kind of measure with my fingers generally. So I like to rest my fingers where it's comfortable, where I like it. And then just trim off the rest. It tends to give me a fairly uniform length that I like to use. Now, the reason I like to use the regular round nose pliers is because you have the option to adjust if needed. So if the wire is not quite long enough or a little bit too long, you can always use the pliers to adjust it. So about the center, I'm going to bring it down. And I might have to work my way down the pliers until it touches. Then I'm going to pull it back just a little bit, like so. And you want to make sure that, it lines up evenly and it's going towards the back. And then I'm going to open them up side to side. I'm going to insert it into my dangle. And side to side, I'm going to close it. Now, you don't really want to leave any space here, mainly so it's, doesn't get wonky and lopsided. So I like to make sure that it's closed, and you can adjust from there. And you have your first dangle. Now I do see a little bit of a burr in here, so I'm going to take that off. And generally, as long as you're careful, you can use your wire cutters to trim it if you need to. Looks like I have options there. Okay. Next, I'm going to do the sides. So sometimes you do have to straighten out your head pins. What I like to do to straighten them out is I have one of these little wire straighteners, and I like to hold it on the edge and just kind of, go over it. You don't have to strain or, do anything tight. You just kind of go over it and straighten it out the best you can. Okay, so next I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put my bead on. I think bronze and violet are very compatible combinations. Looks really good. Alright, so I'm trimming it where I want to. I'm grabbing my round nose pliers, and again, you know, you can start larger and just go around, and then if it doesn't meet up at the edge, then you know it's easy to just kind of naturally work down to the edge of the wire right there so it's tight. Okay, I'll take my flat nose pliers and open it up. Going to add it to my dangle and bring it down. And so you want it to match up. That's it. Pretty easy. Okay, last one. Okay, and I'm going to trim it where I feel is comfortable. And bring it down so it meets edge to edge. Just like so. You can see it's just a little bit bent, so you can straighten it up as you go with your fingers. It's not going to hurt anything. And run it through. I'm just making sure that my loop closures go towards the back. Bring it together. And beautiful. Look at that. Okay. And the last thing I have to do is I'm going to find my opening on my earrings. Open her up. The wire on these is a lot lighter. Bring the opening towards the back. Okay. And sometimes these will twist around a little bit, but when you wear them, they're all just gonna, gravity's gonna pull them down. Okay, and there we have 2 pair of earrings. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Have a great day. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments down below. May creativity be your guide.